Hi, I'm Kate Carmody. I'm a curatorial assistant here at the Museum of Modern Art. I work in the Department of Architecture and Design.
How this applied design exhibit came about?
Yes, it's a rotation that we do every year. We do features from our permanent collection in the galleries, and we always try to feature recent acquisitions. In this case, the recent acquisitions happen to be 14 video games that we've acquired as part of the design collection.
Can you talk about the game you've included and why?
Yeah, we wanted to expand our collection beyond just product design, beyond posters, and we have lots of things that are in the collection that aren't considered typical design, but we really wanted to expand our interaction design arm of the collection, and we thought games were a great way to do this. And what we did was, over the past couple years, is assemble a team of gaming experts and designers and historians and critics, and come up with, go through games and look at our criteria, and we came up with a list of about 40 games that we eventually want to acquire. This is a set of the first 14 that we were able to acquire.
About the criteria for selecting some of these games?
Sure. We were really focused on the interaction design. So, of course, aesthetics were important to us because we are, after all, an art museum. But what we were most interested in was the behavior, was the behavioral aspect of the games that designers are asking of the players when they code in a certain action or behavior, and how sometimes the players can interact back. And for example, we have a game called EVE Online, and that is a empty universe unless it has all the 60,000 players playing in it, and you can't have that without the interaction. And so that was what was most interesting to us, was the innovation and the technology and the space, the virtual space that allowed these interactions to take place.
What are your thoughts on video games as an art form?
These are interaction design, and we are in an art museum. They definitely have an aesthetic component to them, but for us, what was so beautiful and elegant and articulate is the interaction and the behavior, the dialogue that's happening between the player and the designer. And video games are definitely an art, as is film, as is all sorts of different commercial designs. But what we were looking at really was this really brilliant, innovative interaction.
How have you seen gaming evolve in the last 30 years?
Well, in the last 30 years, I think it's kind of taken off, right? I mean, through the 60s through now is the golden age of the games. So we had to, since we haven't been collecting games since the beginning of when they were starting to be made, we've had to do kind of a survey or a retroactive acquisition process. And that's been really interesting to see what still exists as part of these older games in terms of hardware and software and code, and then what has been, and what we can do now in terms of preserving these for posterity.
What opportunities have you seen games open up for artists today?
Well, I think it's a great industry for designers in every aspect of our lives. I mean, they're not just doing products, they're not just doing posters, they're doing information, they're doing communication, they're doing film, they're doing all of these different things. And I think that some of the most brilliant and talented people right now are working in the gaming industry.